What's happening, Bricksters? Dan here with Lazy Bunch, and today we are going to be talking about the new Animal Crossing Lego sets that will be coming out on March 1st, 2024. We're going to start with the least expensive set for $14.99 and going to the most expensive set for $74.99 for Nook's Cranny and Rosie's House. Now, for the first set, for $14.99, releasing on March 1st, it's going to be Julian's birthday party. Now, the most important thing to talk about with these sets is that all the minifigures are molded. They are exactly as they are shown here, you know, new molded head pieces, regular minifigure torsos, and legs, with of course some accessories here and there. Now, the great thing about these sets is that it really captures Animal Crossing to a T. As you all know, on this channel we have a lot of video game content, and we've actually done a series on playing the original Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube, and have done a series for Animal Crossing New Horizons from a few years ago. So seeing these sets here, it is just absolutely incredible that this is happening. I know we had that tease from LEGO's Instagram a couple of days ago, but now it's officially happening. We have pictures of the sets, we have prices, we have everything we need. But let's dive right into Julian's birthday party. So obviously here's Julian. There are some presents, a lamppost, balloons, a cake, the cherry blossom tree, everything that you might want from Animal Crossing and more. Now, the thing that I know a lot of people are going to be upset about are these base plates. These are the ones that are used for Mario. And the cool thing about these is that you could actually connect them in different arrangements. So like you could have Julian's birthday table with his cake and everything, and then attach it, let me see if I can find it somewhere. There it is. And then you can attach it to the cherry blossom piece right here, or the balloon piece, or when Julian is present. You can mix and match these pieces so that way you can make your own setup in any way you want. So there's a lot of cool features with that. Personally, I would have preferred bigger plates, or maybe to the form of Minecraft with more square things, but this is still really cool because this makes it much easier for, you know, new LEGO fans to actually put together this set and build it and arrange it in a way that they want. But the great thing about the set, it is retailing for only $14.99 USD. That is an amazing price, and 170 pieces, ages 6 and up. This is a great set for those youngsters who maybe got into Animal Crossing a couple years ago, who now want to have more Animal Crossing stuff. So moving on to the next set, Bunny's Outdoor Activities. And this one looks like a lot of fun. Now, at first glance, with the hill and the waterfall, this reminded me of one of those Nook Mile islands that you'd go to. But notice that the tent here, this is definitely on your home island. But the thing about this set is that there is a lot of fun things happening with it. You got the cherry tree, you got the tarantula, you got a butterfly, you got the butterfly net, axe, shovel. You have all the tools that you need for classic Animal Crossing, not to mention the stick used to go across the water. Now, it is important to note that if you are looking to make a lot of these things, like the trees and rocks, a little bit more minifigure scale, you'll have to probably make them a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. But for a picture like this and just seeing everything that is there, this is phenomenal. There is just so much happening in these sets. And again, like I talked about the base plates, you can mix and match them in any way you want and really create your own unique space for each of these characters. And it's just so much fun that, oh, there's even a fossil here. I didn't even notice that until right now, but that's so awesome. But there's just so many little details with these things. At first glance, you may think, oh, this is a simple, you know, kid set. But no, there is a lot happening with these sets. And just take a look at this. Like I said, there's a lot of details that I didn't even notice the fossils there at first, but there is just so much fun with these sets. And for this set, I particularly really love Bunny, so having a Bunny set is incredible. $20 for 164 pieces is not a bad value. I will say that, and this is for all of these sets, that I think the majority of the budget is going towards these minifigure heads, because most of these pieces can be found in other sets. I mean, to be honest, almost all these pieces can be found in either friend sets or just various sets throughout LEGO's, you know, line. If you go to lego.com and just look around, I'm sure you'll find a lot of these pieces elsewhere. But for the price, it's still not bad. I definitely think this is a great value along with Julian. But the next one I'm really excited about is Captain's Island Boat Tour. Now, there's only 2 pictures of this set, so we can't really get too far into the details with this, but it comes with Captain. But the thing that I noticed was it came with a KK slider little pamphlet right here. And I thought that was really cool. Now, there's going to be a couple sets coming up where you're going to see a lot of these pieces, and I don't think they're printed. Maybe the KK slider piece might be, but there's going to be some other pieces that we will see where it leads me to believe that these are actually stickers. So we will just have to see when the sets come out or when we get a little bit more details. But the great thing I love about this set, it also comes with Marshall, one of my other favorite personal villagers. Now, this overall is a fantastic set. The coconut trees are amazing. You got the extra levels right here. You got all the tools needed. You've got a little hermit crab right here, which I personally don't think I've ever gotten in a Lego set. I believe this hermit crab has appeared before, but I just can't recall what set it came in. But there is just so many little details in this set, so many little fun things, and it's just a lot of fun to really dive in and look at these sets. The only thing I wish is that this fish, I wish it wasn't just a generic Lego fish piece. I wish that Lego had maybe gone out of their way to maybe make like a molded Lego fish, like a sea bass or something that us as Animal Crossing fans could appreciate a little bit more instead of just a regular fish piece. I get it. For the value, again, this is only, how much are you? $29.99 for this set. Again, for 233 pieces, really great value. And like I said before, I think most of the budget for these sets are going towards the minifigures, but I think this is a really great value. And you know, I'm totally fine with them not having a special molded fish for this set. But let's go on to the next one for Isabelle's house. Now, I thought this was really interesting because Isabelle doesn't have a house. Oh, I read that totally wrong. I'm so sorry. Isabelle's house visit for Animal Crossing New Horizons. I was gonna say, Isabelle does not have a house in New Horizons, but Isabelle's house visit, and I cannot recall, is it Fauna? What is her name? Yes, it is Fauna. I actually just opened up another tab and double checked. But yes, this is Fauna's house, and there's just a lot of fun things going on here. You got an apple tree, you got flowers, but the main headliners, you got Isabelle right here. An awesome molded headpiece for her and for Fauna as well. But this is just a lot of fun. There you got the present up here, you got the awesome house, you got the crafted table, and I didn't even realize you got the DIY recipes right here and one of the phones that you get. Like, those little details right there are really great. That's just really awesome. For this set, there's this, look at the little details in this house. And you got this KK slider picture right here. I believe just by judging this angle, it looks like a printed piece, but I can't tell until we get maybe a video or a little bit more closer up. I believe this is a printed piece as well. That might be a sticker, but the fossil's definitely gotta be a printed piece. There's no way they would make a 1x1 circular stud into a sticker piece. But regardless, there's a lot of really cool details in this set. I mean, you got the Lego slingshot, the hammer, the shovel. The thing is with these sets, there's nothing particularly new or groundbreaking Lego piece-wise. Everything in these sets, pieces have existed for. I'm not entirely sure if these windows have existed. These are really cool looking, but a lot of these pieces are not brand new. They are all things that we have seen before in other Lego sets. So the thing that I just find it most interesting is that the pieces like the slingshot literally look like the slingshot from the game. And I get a slingshot looks like a slingshot, but like just little things like that, I just find very intriguing that like it still encapsulates like the game's mood and overall look. The one thing about the house I really want to point out is that the bed and specifically the blanket looks like an actual bed piece. I could be wrong, from a bed from the actual game. It looks like they actually copied an actual design and did it correctly. I could be wrong. They could have just made some whatever random pattern and called it a day, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the beds. And I mean, granted that there are so many customization options for beds in the game, this just could have been sheer luck that they got right, but I just love that little detail that if it is an actual piece, it is really spot on for them. Isabelle's house visit for $39.99, 389 pieces. This is probably the best value of all the sets we've looked at so far because, you know, it's almost the value is almost exactly like for almost $40 for almost 400 pieces. Like that's really good. And considering you get into two really great minifigures and Isabelle, who is a fan favorite for a lot of Nintendo and Animal Crossing fans, this is really phenomenal. This is a great value. But we still have one more set to look at. So we're gonna look at Nook's Cranny and Rosie's House. Now for $75, 535 pieces, I would say that this is not a better value set. I would still say Isabel's House Visit is probably the best valued set out of all of these. But this is Nook's Cranny. This is the set that I think a lot of people are going to want because it's Nook's Cranny. You can't deny the fact that that is very important to Animal Crossing fans in general. Rosie's house, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the detail of all the cracks between the Lego bricks, but something about this doesn't scream great to me. I'm sure when I build it in person, it's gonna look great, but I like Nook's Cranny way better than Rosie's house, even though Rosie is one of my favorite villagers. In fact, one of my wife's favorite villagers as well. But looking at the back, the one thing that I noticed immediately was the bell bag. That is just awesome. I love that. The fact that they gave us a bell bag, I'm just... That right there might be the reason why I buy this set. Actually, I lied. Let's look inside Rosie's house. The KK bubblegum picture, that actually might be the actual thing that sells me on this set. Not the other thing. This. And I'm just totally... I mean, I am kidding only half, but I am also being very serious. There is a lot of great detail and a lot of great fun things in this set. The one thing that I've noticed a lot of people have been pointing out, and let's see if we can get a close-up on Nook. The one thing that people have been pointing out and that I think is also a little bit weird is this tail piece for Tom Nook. As you can see, it's gonna go up between the legs and the torso, and there is that bit of brown poking out in between. They've done this before, specifically Lego DuckTales, Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Scrooge McDuck, where they made the tail piece itself, the tail, different from what the torso piece itself, the belt, I guess you want to call it. They made that a different color. So for this, I don't know why they didn't do it for Tom Nook. I mean, I guess you do kind of see his belly maybe a little bit, but I just think this just stands out so much. It looks a little odd. They could have made it the same color as his legs. I don't know why they didn't, but that's just a little nitpick from me. I'm not complaining too much about it, but it's still really cool. Either way, this is all a really cool set. So here's the inside of the store. You got some of the things that are like pretty generic. You got like a flower that usually Nook sells, a pot. I don't know what this little thing is. It might be part of a furniture piece, but you got all the little details here, like the fish food, the flower, the seeds for growing flowers, all the fun little details that you may not get in like a Mario set or a Sonic set, but like they did it's a radio, that's what that thing is. But they've done so many great little details in these sets. It's just phenomenal. I'm loving these sets, and they've just done such an incredible job with the details. Look at that. You got a mushroom and an orange tree. You got almost every fruit you could ask for. I mean, there's still a couple that they're missing, but besides the point, they got almost all of them. So now that I see the house in this angle, it does look a little better. The fact that the roof is not just white. What was that first picture? Something with that first picture didn't look quite right. Okay, so it's like tan. But that last picture, it didn't look quite right. The color, something with the coloring is off right there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking a little bit too much, but this great value for all of these sets. There are so many phenomenal minifigures, and knowing me and my wife, we're probably gonna get all of these sets. But when it comes to March 1st, and it's gonna be springtime around that time, and it's gonna be the 4th anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons by that time, I believe Isabel's House Visit is the best value for your buck. If you're looking just to get one set, I would say this one is the set to get. If you love Cap'n, you love Marshall, great value as well. All of these sets are just phenomenal to look at. There's so much fun. There's so many bright colors, and there's just so many great pieces in all of these. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking, but there are all those little details like the Nook Miles, the Nook phone, the DIY recipe brick, and all these other little fun details like the present and obviously the minifigures, but like the KK slider, little booklet and the KK bubblegum, print inside the house. There's those little details that I think Animal Crossing fans are really going to appreciate and really love from these sets. So Personally, I'm going to be buying all of these with my wife. Will we have, because all these pieces, these plates can be repositioned and changed, we're probably going to arrange them all in a way where we could literally make our own little island. So that's probably what we're going to do, and I'll probably make an update video around that time. But for now, these are coming out in March, which is very odd that they've announced this so soon. Like, the announcement itself maybe not as weird, but we got pictures and details of these sets so soon. Usually we get these around November, December, but it's October 10th at the time of me recording this, and it just seems a little early, which is odd. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe LEGO's hoping to do some big pre-sale stuff around Christmas time. Maybe they're just trying to build up the hype a little bit, but I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning why we got the timing now for this. We're coming close to the 4th anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I get that COVID kind of threw things in a loop in 2020 and 2021, so maybe they weren't able to make these sets back then, but, it's going to come out in 2024. I mean, if they had released these sets earlier this year in 2023, maybe it would not have been as weird, but I just feel like it's a little bit behind. I feel like we should have gotten this a little bit earlier. Regardless, I'm still going to buy these sets. I know a lot of people I personally know will, and Nintendo fans, Animal Crossing fans, video game fans in general. Like, this is a huge win for gaming fans. I mean, we've had a lot of great gaming sets over the past few years, and the fact that we're getting Animal Crossing as a series, that just continues to add to the video game library for LEGO sets. So, I mean, this is a wonderful opportunity for Nintendo to really capitalize on this, and I really hope this leads to Legend of Zelda or some other Nintendo franchise to get some LEGO sets in the future. Anyway, now I'm just ranting, and if you guys made it to the very end of this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like for more LEGO updates. I know we just recently moved all these videos to this Lazy Bunch channel, and there aren't a lot of views because of that, but please subscribe, and please make sure you follow us on our socials like Discord and Facebook. That way you can still continue to be up to date on all Lazy Bunch content and all LEGO news. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.